The brain fog, guys. This is a result of eating flour, dumplings, and all kinds of crap at that Chinese buffet that I ate. And then the French fries. And then yesterday the mashed potatoes and the score bar. What's up, beautiful people? LosingDrea here, and I'm coming to you guys with a different, well, sort of a different kind of video. It's still related to weight loss, ketogenic diet, carnivore diet, whatever you want to call it. I'm kind of on a Ketovore diet. Of course, Chico wants to be heard. But I wanted to go through a few things that I have here in my kitchen that I can no longer have. And I know that I can no longer have them because they don't work for me. They either stall me out or they help. They make me retain water or gain weight. I don't care. When it's on the scale, I don't know what you want to call it. You can call your weight water weight. When I have weight on me, it's weight. I don't care where it is from. Typically speaking, I don't know the exact percentage, but I would say the large percentage of all humans are made up of water. And that's why they tell us that we need to replenish our water supply by drinking a lot of water. I am not a person who has ever drank a lot of water. And I do not drink practically any water. You know, I do have a few sips here and there. I take my vitamins with some water, but I drink Bang. I drink coffee. It's made with water. I don't know. Am I unhealthy? No. Am I having many issues? No. Am I feeling sick? No. Am I getting headaches? No. I was doing the whole Soleil electrolyte thing for the longest time. Actually, there was a woman, I can't even think of her name. She was doing the Soleil water, saying that it had many health benefits because of all the minerals that are in pink Himalayan salt. I do eat pink Himalayan salt. I no longer use table salt with iodine in it. I also have the Morton light salt that has potassium in it. I do not, and I repeat, I do not even eat that. I don't do anything other than take, I think, 3 potassium supplements. They're 99 milligrams each, so that's not even like 300 something milligrams. I eat food. I eat eggs. You know, that's how I get my nourishment. I don't feel sick, guys. So, and I'm losing weight. When I wasn't losing weight, it was because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, or I was eating things that I wasn't supposed to be eating. Right now, I have 3 bubble yellow eggs, as Joni Keto Diamond would call it. I've just tried to flip them. There's 3 in the pan. That never works for me. I don't know if you can see that. And I got 2 more in here, but one actually broke. Didn't know that until I just looked right now to put it in my pan. But yeah, and I have that in about a tablespoon of butter that I cooked that in. Okay, so what I have here is 5 eggs. I wanted to use what was up in the container. Don't ask me why I'm funny like that. But in all actuality, it's only 350 calories. And that's what I'm having with a cup of coffee. And not even the 10 milliliters or grams or whatever you want to call it of heavy whipping cream. Okay, so this is coconut flour. Or no, this is almond flour. This is coconut flour, and I believe this is also almond flour. I have flaxseed down here, and in my refrigerator, as I'm going to show you, don't mind anything you might see laying around. Back here, hemp parts. All stuff I cannot eat. I cannot eat nuts. I cannot eat a form of nuts, as in the flours that are made from the nuts. Not even the coconut flour, because I hear that's not actually a nut. And yeah, they all make me retain water and or gain weight whenever I try to consume them, even in the smallest amounts. I do not knowingly have a nut allergy. I do not knowingly have an allergy to anything other than these particular flours, or of course any other kind of real wheat or grain type flour. I cannot have due to the fact that it will put weight on me. So yeah, I also cannot have certain broths, or basically any kind of broth. It's like the sodium is different sodium than my pink Himalayan salt. And I'll gain weight when I drink or have broths or soup. So even though I make my own wonderful chicken soup, I don't eat it. There's no salt on that. So I'm going to put a little bit of this. It's the same thing as the pink Himalayan salt. It's called violet sea salt. It just turns everything this wicked cool violet speckled color. And then if it sits for a bit, like on eggs, it'll turn it so weird. I'm trying to shake it rather than spin it. Sorry, I'm shaking you guys up. But it'll turn into like little black speckled colors. But yeah, this is all I eat. I have so many different types of that laying around the house because I will not eat. There is no, that I'm aware of, table salt in this house. And if there is, I'm not eating it. So yeah, guys, this is an NSV for me. I'm wearing this shirt. It's kind of rolled up because it's still a little tight in this area, but I couldn't get this over my shoulder area. I was amazed that I could wear it today because I love it. It's so beautiful. I got it once at a thrift store, and I swore I was going to one day get into it. And I saved it, and I'm into it. And that's all thanks to keeping on a straight and narrow. And I don't mean straight and narrow when I say straight and narrow because by all means, I'm not perfect. And I cheat, and I just came back from going away, and I told on myself because while I was away, I had a craving, a big time craving, and I wanted something naughty, and so I went and ate at one of those hibachi Asian sushi style buffet places, and I totally forgot about that. I've been telling on myself about the fries I got into at Red Robin. They have the unlimited steak fries. But yeah, no, that's what started it, was the Asian buffet. And I don't do well with MSG either. So yesterday I was 215.6. Today I was 217.6. And what did I eat yesterday? I ate a Score bar. Yep, I'm telling myself. I ate a thing of mashed potatoes, one of those instant mashed potatoes you get at Aldi's, and I had quite a bit of a rotisserie chicken. Not to mention anything else I might have eaten during the day, because my day will start out good when I say I'm going to restart and start doing good again. Right back to, make your next meal keto. Guys, let me tell you. Once I get that little taste of anything carby in this body, all bets are off. There is no holding back. I am a food addict. I'm an addict first and foremost before anything. Food is just a symptom. And I have a very extremely hard time staying away from those things that I crave. But I'm not going to come on here and try to fool you guys, because I ain't fooling anybody but myself. If I try to say that, oh no, it wasn't that. It wasn't the Score bar. Nope. It wasn't the chicken. Nope. It wasn't the chicken soup that I made for hubby because he had most of his teeth pulled out of his face. And even though he's primarily been keto because of cancer, he has to kind of go off of that a little bit because he's on soft, palatable foods only. And nobody's got no time, especially him, to wait for something keto to be cooked and then mashed up or whatever so that he can eat it. Let me tell you guys, while I was in Walmart yesterday, he called me complaining. And he doesn't understand why suddenly he is so hungry. He has not been hungry. He has not had an attitude. He has not had... Why can't I think of the word? See, this is what's going on with me from cheating. Brain fog. He has not had an appetite for food. And I thought, well, okay, you got cancer, you don't have an appetite. When you eat things you know, you have he has a stomach tumor, for those that don't know. And he had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery back in 2014. And he has about 20% left of the stomach that normal people would have. And then he goes and he gets a tumor in there that is, I think, 10 centimeters or something. It's about the size of a mushroom. So, very little room, major restriction. Just about anything he eats or drinks causes extreme amounts of pain. So I was thinking he's not eating because he's in pain. No, he's been on keto. He didn't really have an appetite. I gave him something that he could eat that wasn't keto. And just like me, all bets were off. Now he's got that extreme hunger back, and all he wants to do is eat. The reason I believe, for me, and obviously hubby and for other people, the reason why I believe that the ketogenic diet works the way that it does, and or even the carnivore diet, is due to the fact that the high amounts of fat, which are natural, lean, healthy fats in your diet, and that goes without saying, I'm not telling you to add in any excess coconut oils or MCTs, or don't go adding any unnecessary, bacon grease or whatever. To me, when I stopped doing that is when the weight started coming off me again, because I have my own fat to lose, therefore I have my own fat to live off of. And I guess not adding in the fat, which I learned from Keto in the Chaos, or Keto Chaos, Tammy Tamara. That's when like this change took place. But the reason that the ketogenic and or the carnivore diet work is because being satiated, filled up with the fats, the way that you're eating, it just, you're not hungry. So you're less likely to have to go and make a decision every time you open up a refrigerator. If you're somebody in a family who's not all keto and you keep other foods in your house and you have a hard time having things around you, I cannot have foods in my house that I cannot eat because they are all triggers for me, and I will end up eating them. Because I did bring some food into the house that is not keto for my husband, I ended up eating them. My mother was complaining about, well, why is it you guys can eat them? Because she saw me eating spoonfuls of this ice cream from Aldi's or whatever, this high protein ice cream. It's a lot cheaper than the Rebel. Well, I didn't actually gain or lose any weight the night I ate that. So I don't think that was a bad thing. Of course, I only had a few spoonfuls of it. But she wants to complain about what she can't have, rather than seeing what she is not allowing herself to feel and or her body to go through and then have to deal with. All the aches, the pains, the brain fog, this massive amount of confusion. I've been losing a lot of money lately at work, not working because I get too tired to work the normal hours that I normally been working, because I've been going to sleep early because I fight it all damn day, and then I got to give in at night, and I haven't been working. It's hurting me financially. When I'm doing the right thing and I'm eating the right thing, I am working, I'm putting in extra hours. I work 16, sometimes 18 hours, guys. Seriously. That's no joke. And not to mention all the other things that I do around my house, as far as like the cleaning up and the organizing and yada, yada, yada. And I've noticed that all of that has slowed down for me because I am unable to keep up, because I don't have the energy that I normally have when I'm eating a proper ketogenic diet, when I'm eating the way that I know my body has been enjoying for almost 3 years now, guys. January 8th will be 3 years since I first started on my ketogenic journey. And I gotta tell you, like I've said this before in another video, this is a little board that I keep here on the refrigerator, okay? It's got my husband, my mother, and myself, and my numbers and my mom's numbers on August 8th of 2018 are exactly the same, other than for 2 ounces. She was 2 ounces less than I weighed at that time when I restarted and she first stopped being a negative nanny, and she started. And she's now 167.6 pounds. If I'm not mistaken, if I do the math correctly, I think she was like 2.4 pounds away from losing a whole 100 pounds on the ketogenic diet in just a little over a year. a year and 2 months. Myself, I'm down to 217.6 as of today. However, my lowest has been 210. So I had lost 90 pounds. However, that's just 90 pounds total since October 2nd, 2011. I've only lost 30 something, or what is that, 40 something pounds? What is that, 62 minus 10? What is that, 52? 52.6? Yeah. So if I was 210 at my lowest, that would have been 50 pounds even. Yeah, this time around on keto. But I've lost hundreds of pounds over and over again. Lost it, gained it, lost it, gained it. And I couldn't really keep it off. And I should have well exceeded any kind of goal that I would have had set myself to be in Wonderland a long time ago. But I kept messing up. And then when I found the ketogenic diet, things got a little better for me. But let me tell you guys, I was that same 262 pounds not all that long ago. And if my memory serves me correctly, I was like 240 something this time around when I finally got my head out of my ass and I found out that, okay, I got fat, let's not keep adding fat and let's try to eat a little less. Like I was eating chaffles and I'm not adding butter like I do when I cook eggs. I was just putting it, a little spray butter, which is 0 calories or whatever. And I know some people say that's just one molecule away from being plastic. Don't eat it. And I get that. But it was working for me like nothing else has ever worked for me. And the weight just started falling off. And I'm not just saying that I was just eating chaffles, because I was adding cream cheese and lox and or chaffles and Lakanto syrup, or chaffles and a couple of eggs, like an egg sandwich, or chaffles and some lunch meat and another piece of cheese, or just the lunch meat and some pickles and some mustard, and all that was working for me. Then I started making beef jerky, and I started craving more food and thinking, well, maybe it's the pickles. We can tell ourselves anything we want to, and I can't speak for anybody but myself, but I can tell you that I can justify and rationalize anything. I'm an addict. They're cold, but they're good. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to say that to you guys because, there are many people who are here in the community, in the weight loss community. I don't care what they're doing. Some are vegan, some are vegetarian, some are keto vegan, vegetarian, some are carnivore, some are ketovore, some are just low carb. Whatever it is you're doing, if it's working for you, continue doing what you're doing, and don't worry about what everybody else says. Keep on that path. If you have a channel and you're vlogging about it, be as transparent and honest as you can for you, because first and foremost, this is the best tool I've ever had, is having a channel. Being able to come on here, see the change. I mean, this is a reminder to me. This is nothing else that I couldn't even imagine being this thin because I was so heavy at one time. But I also, at the end of the day, it's a reminder to me, and this is no disrespect to any of you guys out there. Sometimes I want to post comments, and if for some reason or another I hit send and I don't see the comment, I'm like, well, everything happens for a reason. I probably wasn't meant to tell somebody something that's going to hurt their feelings or make them feel bad or put them on the spot. But if I don't say something, knowing what I know at almost 3 years into this thing, struggling the way I have struggled, fighting with myself, the way that I fought, I'm not doing myself any justice. But if I think anybody's going to watch my videos, I'm not privatizing them. I know somebody's going to come along and watch it. I don't want to give them misinformation. I don't want them to think it's possible for them to do something that they can't do. And I'll tell you, one of the biggest, we're all out here to help support each other, and everybody's different, so you have to do your own research. But, and I'm sorry if I'm talking, it's about eating, right? But, let me tell you what, guys. My dogs. This is the Black & Decker cleanup crew here. The, I forget what I call them. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I have to be honest. I have to be honest. The research, oh, that's it, what I was going to say. I'm a person that researches everything, okay? And even when I was doing my arts and crafts and my stuff, I always like to look at what other people were doing to get ideas from other people. But it held me back from doing my own thing. I was too busy watching all these videos and listening to all these other people and looking at all this other stuff. And I didn't have time to get started on my own crafting. Now, because of my OCD, I find the ketogenic diet and I'm obsessing and compulsing about watching the videos from the people that I started learning it from. And Dr. Eric Westman was the first person that I heard about the no sugar, no starch, later referred to as being quite similarly the same or whatever as the ketogenic diet. And I watched a lot of his videos, and from his videos I found other people's videos, and I watched their videos, and then I found some Facebook groups, and then all these recipes, and you know what? That was my downfall. Because all these people were eating an insane amount of bacon and adding in all this fat, and look, I'm not trying to be a fun sponge and tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that, especially if you're just getting started. Do what you got to do, however you got to do it, but just start. That's what I did. I didn't use the excuse of, oh, I'm going to get started at the end of the new year, because I knew that would just lead to another, oh, I'm going to wait until after Easter or whatever other holiday. You know, I didn't need an excuse. Let me shut off this light and get out of here. I didn't need an excuse to celebrate with food when I got to be the weight that I got to be. I ate what I wanted to eat when I wanted to eat it. And I gained the weight that I gained, however I gained it. And now it's time, if I really care about me and myself, that I do something to take that weight off. And that has to be the opposite of what I was doing before that put it on. And that doesn't mean starve myself. It just means to eat better, be more mindful of my food and what I'm eating, what I'm putting in my mouth, how much of it I'm putting in my mouth. Calories do kind of count to an extent, depending on what you're doing. There's these reverse dieting things I'm hearing about and so on and so forth. You know what? It might work for other people. Do I want to start doing that? Yeah, my mind's telling me, maybe you can. But I'm not really starving. I do get... My jacket was on the floor under the wheel of my chair. I do get enough food when I'm eating properly, because I'm not hungry all the time when I'm eating properly. But what I'm not getting is the junk food that I'm craving, and I'm only craving it because I got a little taste of it in my mouth, and so I keep wanting to eat it. And I can, complicate the crap out of a fart and make all kinds of excuses and say, well, this, that, and the other thing. And, I'm not a tester. I'm not somebody who pricks my finger and tests my blood sugar. I don't care for the, I thought of the whole ketone mojo, whatever the heck thing that is. And, if I'm doing this for me, I don't need to spend all that money, because I've always been about not doing the programs, the potions, the pills, and even those little Tamagotchi gadgets, as I heard somebody once called them. And I just realized that I have my camera in the weird mode. I don't know why I can never get that right. Alexa, turn on office light. Alexa, turn on light behind couch. Yeah, I probably got a big high electric bill. But yeah, the brain fog is definitely apparent in this video. If I leave any of this up and don't edit it out, I just needed to come on here because, it's just out of care and love that I have in my heart. And I know there's a few people who are probably going to take this personally, because there's a few of you that I've been watching that are struggling on the struggle bus and have having the same issues. And it seems like we all have the same issues around the same time. I don't know if it's a moon thing. It's not necessarily a holiday thing. yes, the holidays do kind of tell us in a way that, oh, we're supposed to celebrate and we want to eat all these comfort foods, or it's cold and we want to warm up with some hot chili. I went through that phase, let me tell you what. But I made a chili thanks to oh gosh, is it Gypsy? Keto Gypsy? Gypsy Ginger Gypsy. I'll murder her name and she'll hurt me. or her scary old man will, with his mask. You guys probably know who I'm talking to. She does a lot of hauls from Dollar Tree. I absolutely love her. She made a keto friendly. She made 2 chilies. One was not keto for her family, and then she kept omitted some ingredients or put different ingredients in another portion of the meat and whatnot that she made on the side for herself to make a keto chili. And I did that, and I got the taste, the craving out of my system for the chili that I was craving. And I didn't really harm myself or gain any weight from it. So that was a good thing. There are some people out there that are very knowledgeable, that have done this before and were successful at it and didn't have a problem, and then they share their recipes and it's good. But there are people out there that are sharing recipes for views, for monetary reasons, and they don't care who it's affecting. And I have to put that out there. I really, my channel is not monetized because I'm told I don't get enough views and I don't have the viewership or the whatever the algorithm to qualify. I was at one time monetized because my little brother, who, let me just say, told me, why aren't you monetized? It doesn't matter if nobody's watching. Even every little bit counts. Okay, so I was monetized once upon a time. And then when YouTube changed things and demonetized me with their little letter that they sent out to everybody, and I took quite personally about not being a good creator, yeah, it kind of knocked the wind out of my creative sail. And I almost didn't want to do my channel anymore because I started to lose sight that I do this channel for me to look back on my journey, to see where I've come from, to see where I'm at, to look back and see what foods was I eating that were working or not. And it's so easy to lose sight of what we're really here for when other things take the place of and come into play and become a new part of. For any addiction, coming from somebody who's an addict and has dealt with addiction, and I know program, step, help type, stuff. The craziest thing that I have learned is you have to replace one addiction with another, and hopefully it's a healthier addiction. So when I was addicted to food and or any other substance and doing the things I was doing, I had to adopt something else that was going to make me feel good and take up my time that I was utilizing on those negative things. And now hopefully it'd be positive things that I was now spending my time doing. And whether it was cooking and baking and making cookies for the whole entire community that I live in for Christmas, or whatever, to get rid of those old behaviors and those old thoughts. You have to replace old people, places, things, behaviors with the new. And I adopted the new thoughts, and I jumped in head first about getting healthy and reading labels and learning about food, and then logging. I was logging my food on Spark People. I haven't logged my food in months. In fact, I just lost those 40 or whatever pounds that I just took off between, I don't know, what was it, September? I'm never prepared for these videos because, like I said, it's for me. It's not for anybody else. I mean, am I on here to make brownie points? I do want to like. Everybody asks for a like. Please subscribe. Tell a friend. I might go live. But at the end of the day, this is about me. It's about my journey. But it does help me in an addict type world mentality to share what I know and give what I know freely, as it was given to me freely. I did not pay for the knowledge I have, and therefore I have no right to share for money the knowledge that I have. Keto Diamond shares what she has for free because she got it for free. I share what I know and what I've learned for free because I got it for free. If you're somebody out there watching this video and you're ticked off because you paid I'm not even going to mention a stupid dollar amount, but you paid to get some sort of certificate that is not nationally recognized by some medical facility or whatnot, but just by some named doctor or whatnot. And you're mad because there are people out here like myself and Keto Diamond and or even Jelly Fat to Keto, or whoever we are. There are a lot of us out here that we do these videos because we want to share what we know. We want to share our knowledge, what works and what doesn't work. And that's what makes this community better than anything else out there that can be in existence today, because these marketing, these commercials, even Dr. Oz, it's all fake. It's all propaganda. It's all paid propaganda. People pushing books and pills and potions and programs and wrong information that they've been given. I'm not even saying that they're even responsible for it, but they're making money on it. Guaranteed. Oprah Winfrey, Kirstie Alley, what's her name? Osmond. All these people. I don't believe in any of that. I stopped watching Thomas DeLauer. I stopped watching Dr. Berg. Sorry, guys. You have an ulterior motive, an ulterior agenda to making money. If you were to have a cheat meal, I've never heard Dr. Berg say he's cheated. Never. Why would he do that? He would not want to shine any kind of bad lighting onto what he's trying to achieve. And especially the fact, well, let me not even go there. You guys, if you're out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know where I was heading with that. And I'm not trying to bash anybody. That's not what this video is about. And this wasn't even a rant video, other than it was a rant to myself as a reminder that I know what I can and can't eat. And I know what I shouldn't eat. And I've been contemplating making mug cakes. And I know that I shouldn't, because that's not how I just lost the weight that I just recently lost. So, if you want to get serious and you really want to get a handle on how you're feeling, what you weigh, stop believing all these companies that are making money on you and telling you that their products are good for you and that they're okay and they're not going to raise your blood sugar and this, that, and the other thing. Because anything you put in your mouth raises your blood sugar. It doesn't matter. Eating maybe less times a day or less times in several days, if you're somebody that does OMAD or whatever, intermittent fasting. Like I was basically doing that with the chaffles. I would just eat one meal a day, and that was what was working for me. Was it that, or was it the chaffles, or a mixture of the two? I can't tell you. My brother and sister-in-law have been doing many different days of fasting, and I said something to him about this loose skin that I have on my chin that I didn't like, and he was like, that's why you need to fast. So I take that as, even though he's a much bigger guy than me and probably had a lot more, well, to me it appeared like a lot more weight, or maybe the same, I don't know. We had both the same mother, the same father. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's not having that issue. He's only 5 years younger than me. So while I'm 49 years young, that means he's 44 years young. And while I'm going to be 50 in 6 months, that means in 8 months, he's going to be 45. I don't think 5 years is that big of a difference. 5 years and 2 months, or whatever, February, March, April, May. I don't know. You know what? I said that backwards, because his birthday's in February, on the very early parts of February, on the 4th of February, and my birthday is May. So even though if I'm 6 months, then in 3 months, he'll be... The brain fog, guys. This is a result of eating flour, dumplings, and all kinds of crap at that Chinese buffet that I ate. And then the French fries. And then yesterday, the mashed potatoes and the score bar. It doesn't matter what it is, guys. It's not supposed to go in this body. I love you guys so very much. With that said, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you. Be the boss of your loss if you're on a weight loss journey. And I will definitely be seeing each and every one of you guys in my next video, which you never know when it'll be, where I'll be doing it from, or what it'll be about. Bye, guys. Be blessed. Hey guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below, and be sure to ring the bell so you can be notified of all new videos as I put them out to you, as well as if I go live.